Hello, my name is Dr. Denise, and this is this week's A Dose from Dr. Denise, where I hope to teach, show, and inspire you how to release your God-given health and life potential. And this week, I want to inspire someone. There's going to be one person that is watching this video that will make the decision that today is the day to give up alcohol. And so this message is not for everyone, and I understand that. There is no condemnation, there is no shame, there is no guilt. If you are enjoying your alcohol and it's not something that even crosses your mind, then this video won't be for you. But if you're like me, and it had crossed your mind many, many times that you needed to cut back on alcohol, then this message is for you. So this is what happened, and this is what led me to do this week's A Dose on this topic. 2 or 3 specific things happened. So quickly, my parents were with me for Thanksgiving. It was awesome having them here in Texas. And then once my dad realized that I didn't drink alcohol anymore, I stopped drinking last summer in 2017. I had made the decision to stop cold turkey. And my dad, I don't think, realized that I actually had stopped. And so he said something interesting. He's like, you know, Denise, you don't want to share that with too many people. And my dad said that because he loves me. My dad would take a bullet for me. But my dad said that because he doesn't want people to judge me that I was the person that was drinking, you know, a bottle of whiskey every night. And I wasn't. However, the fact that we have that much judgment about alcohol is a problem in this country. Right? It's it's frankly a problem in the world. Alcohol is the #1 addiction. It kills more people than any other addictive substance. And I think it's something that we need to talk about. So that happened. Another thing that happened is, you know, we saw a post or some local news that there was a woman who killed a family of 5 people. Maybe she was one of them, but she also died. She was on her third DUI. She had gotten out on $10,000 bond. And here we're going into the holiday season, and now multiple families' lives have been destroyed because this woman had such a severe addiction and got in a car and drove. And lastly, on Saturday night, we went out two-stepping, and a bunch of people had to rush to the men's bathroom because there was a man in there severely vomiting because of alcohol poisoning, and they were calling an ambulance. And so I thought, you know, going into the holiday season, alcohol is something that we should talk about, because from Thanksgiving to the Christmas parties and the holiday parties to Christmas and to New Year's is probably when we drink the most amount of alcohol. And so my question for you, is it time for you to start examining your relationship with alcohol? And why do I talk about this? Because my goal is to inspire you to release your God-given health and life potential. And there is no thing about alcohol that helps you to raise your vibration and to release your health potential. And I think you would agree with me on that. My personal story, I'm going to put it in the comments section. I won't repeat it here, but essentially over 10 years, my alcohol consumption started to climb. And until I really started to study and read about it, in particular, I read a book by Annie Grace called This Naked Mind. I highly recommend it. Until I really came to grips with the fact that alcohol is an addictive substance, until I realized that, then I was able to say, well, that's why, Denise, that when you have one Chardonnay, you're immediately thinking about the next. That's why you're looking forward to your Friday night Cosmos. And I got to the point where I was able to stop cold turkey. Cold turkey. I knew that I didn't need a support group, and again, I have only wonderful things to say about AA. There's many people that have incredible benefits. It's their tribe. It's where they need to be. But for me personally, I just knew that I could stop cold turkey. And so the reason I wanted to do this post this week is that if you decide to stop cold turkey and you think that you can make this happen, know that it's going to take 10 days for alcohol to get out of your system. That's the science behind it. It takes about 10 days for that drug to get out of your system. And between Thanksgiving and Christmas, there's a 10-day window where you can stop drinking alcohol Yes, you're going to be a bit miserable for those 10 days. You're going to want a glass of wine or whatever your alcohol of choice is. You're going to want it and your body's going to crave it. But I promise you that if you get past that 10 days, it is no longer a physical need or want for alcohol. It's purely mental. And at that point, you can overcome it. And if you get past those 10 days and you realize that alcohol no longer has a role in your life, the giddiness sets in. You become literally giddy over the fact that you have stopped consuming an addictive substance that doesn't make you better. And that giddiness will happen to you all during the holidays. So it's like a Christmas gift or a Hanukkah gift that you will give yourself. And so this was my second Thanksgiving without alcohol, and now I'm free from it. And if you said to me, Denise, do you miss alcohol? The best analogy I can give, it's like asking a 7-year-old if they miss alcohol. And they would look at you cross-eyed. I don't miss it because it's not something I think about. If you asked me a year ago, maybe I would have said yes, but now it's not something I think about. I go out to dinner, I have my Friday nights with my husband, I go to parties, I have fun with girlfriends, and I simply don't need alcohol to make me better. In fact, alcohol doesn't make me better. It makes me worse. It makes me tired. It makes me things that I say things that I wish I didn't later on. It makes me lethargic. It makes me be filled with guilt or perhaps shame if I drank too much. These are all things that don't make me better. And at this point in the game, I just turned 50 years old. I only want to do things that make me better. So if you're the one person that's going to watch this video and say, you know what, alcohol is not a friend, it is a foe, and I need to seriously question my relationship with it, then I can help you. So in my comment section, I'm going to give you the name of the book that you need to read. I'm going to send a couple links, an interview that Annie Grace, the writer of that book, did with me. It's a 45-minute interview, 45 minutes, I forget the exact time, of exactly why I stopped. And I'm going to give you a link to the 10 main reasons that I wrote them in a WordPress article of why I stopped drinking alcohol. I know I'm rambling, and I know my son Steven would really be mad at me for rambling because he says I have to be more organized with these posts. But let me conclude with two things, all right? One is that I'm going to read to you a quote out of A Course in Miracles. It's one of my favorite quotes, and it says, if you want to be like me, I will help you, okay? Knowing that we are alike. If you want to be different, I will wait until you change your mind. So again, that's basically God talking to you. If you want to be like me, I'll help you, knowing that we are alike. If you want to be different, I'll wait until you change your mind, because I know that if you're being true to yourself and you want to express your full potential, I know that deep inside you know that alcohol cannot have a role in that. So I'll finish with this prayer. Lord, as I come into the holiday season, please give me the strength to do all that I can do to make it a blissful, joyful, wonderful holiday. As I share with others my love and my gifts and my presence, make me be a present to others. Make me vibrate at a high level so that I can infect people with my love and joy. And Lord, if there is any addictive substance that I am consuming that lowers my vibration, please help me, Lord, remove that from my life, because I know that it doesn't help me, and I know it doesn't come from you, God. I ask this in your sweet Son's name. Peace out, and I'll see you next Sunday.